What's up guys, and welcome to another video here in Amsterdam EUTC. So today we have OP11 State of the Meta Week 2, where we go over the deck list from topping tournaments, look at meta trends, what's going up, what's going down. So let's just get into it. So first of all, here we have the OP11 Let's Play Games Sydney Regional in Australia. So we can't see how many leaders were, or like how many played the tournament. We can see here in the top 16 that there were 5 UP, 5 GP, 3 Belobetti, 1 Purple Black, 1 Buggy and 1 Teach in the top cut. And the event of course taken by Belobetti, and second place also going to Belobetti. So if we look at the first Bello list here, I think this is more of the fairly standard list. We're just running like compact and consistent. Essentially, we are running the Zeus's, the Race Maxes. I think these are like the cards that can edge from some deck profiles or decks. And we also played the Revo 4-cost Sabo blocker instead of going with the 5-cost Schoolboy Sabo. And we're also playing the 2-cost 4-cost Kuma. So for the next deck profile, we have another Belobetti here, playing a little bit of a similar list, except we are on 1 Dragon, we are on 3 of the Schoolboy Sabo, we are on 3 Zeus instead of 2. So I think the lists were kind of similar, and yeah, like we are going to see more Belobettis in this video. I think this deck is really trending upwards because it can really abuse the Luffy meta we are in right now. I'm just going to check if this one played stages 2. And then we have a purple black here in the 3rd place. And if you look at this deck, it also looks kinda similar to what most lists have looked like. We're not playing any top end, like our biggest card is Sanji, and I actually like this variation of the deck more, because you play more for the like early mid game, and then you use your 6-drop Luffy's together with Sanji to be aggressive on your opponent and close out the game that way. And by playing these cards means that we have more done to use these utility cards like Lightning, like Gamma Knife, or even like play a Chopper or Frankie when we are playing. So I really like this list, and congratulations to getting 3rd. Can take a look at a GP here. This one looks really similar, except to Conquer of the 3 Worlds Ragnaraku, which is kinda spicy. I haven't seen it in this deck yet. It might work out well, or apparently it worked out well for this person here. And we are on 2 of the Shoppers, 1 of the Robin, doing a small split. We play 2 of the OP6 Usahachi, I think, OP7 Usahachi. And we also play, maybe even OP9. I don't know actually. Yeah, so this list looks kind of standard. And then we can look at like the last Bello here. Yeah, it's a lot like to the other list, except we are playing 4 of the Zeus, and we're also playing a Roger here. Might be for late game into some decks. So yeah, Belobetti eating good this format. And we have some more GPs, and we also have a Teach where we could look at Jonathan Lim here. Also playing a fairly standard Teach list that has come out lately. I think like playing 4 docus, I usually see less docus than 4. We are also playing 4 of the Tempest Kick, which I think is really good in this deck now, especially when we have the 7-cost here, because it goes really well with the kick. And then we play 1 Liberation. I guess it's really nice for the Luffy matchups, of course. So I like this list. So let's keep going down here. We have a Buggy, I guess we could check fast. Okay, we are on the Sables and on the Hound Blazes. And then we play it like kind of fairly standard for what most Buggy decks are. And we're also on 2 Puddings. It was like a heavy teched out list, playing 6 techs. I think there usually are less, maybe there are. So this is for the Sydney Regional. So next we have the Amsterdam Regional, which I actually did not play because I didn't have a ticket, and if I wanted to play I had to take a last minute ticket, which I did not want to do because you start with a game loss. I was just there to chill and hang out. So top 16 here we have 3 Belobettis, we have 3 GP Luffy, 2 UP Luffy, 2 Pluffy, 2 Smoker, 1 Buggy and 1 Rob Lucci. So seeing a Lucci here, that's not that common. So let's take a look at the Belobetti list. So I think this one is kind of standard. We play 4 Schoolboy Sabo, we play 1 Morley, we play 4 Zeus, and then we play like the rest. 3 on these. I've seen a lot of 4s on these, but maybe we can get away with 3. Yeah, looks fairly standard, like settle deck this. We could take a look at the GP here. We are on 4 Frankie, 3 of the shoppers, so no Robin blockers. Then for the events we play Going Merry, well, Going Merry, 2 Radio Knives, a little spicy, 1 Gamma Knife, 4 Giant and 4 when you're at sea. So yeah, this is a more standard list. We only played 2 Rush Luffys though. We can take a look at the next one. We see 3 Rush Luffy here, we see 2 Gamma Knife, 1 Luna. So like all of these lists are fairly standard. The only thing that differs is like the tech option. So I think with this deck that of course the techs will help you depending on your matchup, but this core engine is just so strong. So we can see a lot of different lists with different techs still winning, because like the engine is the strong part of this deck and not the techs. And yeah, then we have another Belobetti in the top 4. 4 Zeus, 2 Race Max in this one, Schoolboy, 4 Stage, and 3 Free Split on the big drops. Yeah, this also looks fairly standard. Yeah, Bello is eating really good. And then we have CoreTCG on the buggy, shout out, a good friend of mine. We are in the same like test group, you could say, or like the same group chat where we like talk about stuff. And he plays like this fairly standard, consistently, as many 4-ops. And then we play 2 Lava Beam and 3 Sables as the techs. I really like Sable as a tech because it's kind of like I beat in Teach, right? So this is looking consistent good, and he did really well at the event. I think this might be the best placed buggy yet, which is a big props. He is best clown EU at least. We have a Pluffy here, which I'm surprised haven't done more, because I think it is alright into the other Luffy decks. We're playing 3 Kamasu, 1 of the shopper. We're playing 3 Soryu in it's spicy. Maybe this should like get an early ramp off on like a 3-drop or something. Playing 4 of the big rewards, only 2 Luffy-Taro. We play 1 Gamma Knife. A lot of kid decks roaming around, even though it's the fun of you have to draw, like why not just add 1 into the deck? Because you draw a lot of cards, and you see a lot of cards in this deck, because you draw from life and you look at the top. So we could take a look at 1 UP list. This one is playing 1 of the Mihawks. We're playing 3 Rocks, only 1 Tiger, only 2 God Threat, 1 Pudding and 1 of the Blocker Shopper. Interesting. Yeah, we could take a look at 1 more UP list here. So we play 2 of the Mihawk, 4 of the Lin, 4 of the Sanji, regular stuff. I don't know why I talked about 4 of these each, because you play them every day. We play 1 of the 8 cost Luffy. I think this is a good take against Teach. We're on 2 Pudding here, 3 of the Nami broken card, 3 Gold Threat, 1 Rock and 1 Tiger. Yeah, looks kinda standard to accept the Mihawks, which are really good into the purple black matchup, because you can bot deck their 7 drops, or like 6 drops that becomes 7 drop. Then we can take a look at the top 16 Smoker here. So Smoker has been trending upwards. I think this is a really underrated deck, this format, because it has a really good matchup into a lot of the decks, but yeah, you have a rough matchup into some of them, but if you get a nice bracket you can actually do well with it. So we are on 3 Moles, 2 Igloo, 3 Beam, 1 Zero Cost. We have 4 of the big things and 4 of the Smoker. We're playing 1 X-Drake. Yeah, this card is really spicy. I guess we use it to pump up stats on the Smoker, and I think we also get it on the Leader. Yeah, it's just a nice fun of in the deck, searchable by Kuyaki, so it's not just like a how do you say it, a gamer fun of. It's actually searchable. We play 2 Baccarat, 2 of the Borsa. I guess it's like a new addition to the deck, which I feel are kind of nice, because you have the kids, it's a blocker, but you can also make your Leader or like Smoker or any other Navy character be able to swing on stuff, which looks really cool. And then we also have the Lucci list we can touch on. This like deck refuse to die, and this is like, yeah, fairly standard Luchi list. We are running the Utas, the Mancheri, the 2Ks, running 3 Barto, I guess that's more standard now. We're running the Brooks, the Rebecca Hina, only one Hina, that's interesting. We're running the Shiroshis, Yelaboon, yeah, just the standard Luchi list. It's cool to see it still going on. And then we can take a look at another smoker here, Rafael. Shout out Rafael Nevel, another guy from the same group chat. Also managed to sneak into top 16 here. Been going on a roll lately. I think it's like 3rd top in a row now. We play 4 Kuyaki. Yeah, this is like kind of standard too, except we play 2 Monet. We play 1 Honest Impact, 4 Mulligan, 2 Igloo. We also play the Dragon and the X-Drake. I think Dragon is a great card for this meta because it's really good into some of the decks. I think UP is a matchup which are not free, but so it's really nice to be able to have a big Dragon where you can just play out and be even more aggressive on the opponent. And then we could also touch on Lexinator's Marco here, still in the Eggman thing, because I guess it's Spicy deck also from our group chat. Shout out to you, Alex. So we play for Tama 4 Race Max, like having a decrease engine. We play the Dual Blocker and the Monet, the Mass Deuce, the Robin. This really spicy card. It's like the OP11 Robin, but you need 2 Don. I think pops up 4 cost for less. But that's like really good together with Monet that gives the Don for free, and then we can put 1 on the leader, put down something with 3k, and then we can pop like a 7k thing. So we can pop like any of the 6 cost Lufis, for example. Playing 2 of the Ace, 4 Newgate, and 3 Sanji. I think this is the wrong Newgate. This is supposed to be the 7-drop Newgate. Because like that's the best card in your deck, so it's probably a mistype. We play the Ivankov engine. It's good with Dual, good with leader ability because you can get out the Mass Deuce, the Monet, the Dual 2, 4 Ailey, and then we play 3 of the Asur, Dragon, something. KO up, K1 character with 5,000 or less, and trigger K1 with 6,000 or less. Yeah, so this event is really good. Especially with our leader being Marco here. So shout out to you, Alex, and good job. So next up, or should we have this one still? We can look at the OP11 CoreTCG Vegas regional. I think this was the biggest regional of the weekend. Yeah, 1,024 players, and here we actually have a breakdown too. 215 UP, 174 EB, 94 PB. 81 Bello, 62 Buggy, 41 Bonnie, 37 Yamato, 33 Purple Luffy, and we go down. So if we take a look at the conversion rate here, we have 5 GP, we have 5 UP, we have 5 Bello, we have 3 Bonnie, Spicy, we have 3 Teach, we have 2 Purple Black, we have 2 Purple, 2 Lucci, 1 Yamato, 1 Newgate, 1 Law, 1 Buggy, and 1 starter deck 13 Luffy. Oh, we have a BY. I didn't know that. That's cool. So you can check at the winner list, because I know this list has been going viral on the social medias. So it's the Don Quixote version, which plays the Don Quixote engine instead of Katakuri. And I don't know what more we cut to fit this in, but I think Rosie was a card that a lot of the UP players played in the beginning, at least in the East, just as a standoff, because you played a lot of events. You can pitch one, you can leave the Don out. When you play Lin Lin, you still have Rosie on board. So this might be a meta call. I'm not 100% sure yet how good this deck is, because I played it once in the sim with Green Yellow Law, and Green Yellow Law just eats this deck either way, so I can't tell you how good it is. But we are playing one of the slow beam. Just kind of regular, just to probably get out tempo, cycle the brick events, and stand to each end of the turn, because then you can play your drops for free and still keep Don up for events. So spicy. You can take a look at the second place, GP Luffy here, and this looks also really standard. No Gabba knives, which surprises me a lot. 4 Chopper, 4 Frankie. Yeah, this looks kind of standard. Only 2 Rush Luffy. So I think this might be a reason why Teach did better this event, because like it has probably had the best conversion, because the GP Luffy started cutting down on the 6 drops, which is like the hardest card for Teach to play into. Because like if you just can set up so you clear the things and like stay kinda healthy, then you often get killed by this card. But if it's only like 2 in the deck, it's harder to find and won't come out as often. So might make this matchup a lot better for Teach actually. And then we have a triple Bonnie here, 2 in top 4, 1 in top 8. So Bonnie also did really good this event. This is like the standard Bonnie list. The only difference is maybe we're playing the Hawkins and the beige from the starter deck. I think this is like a consistency boost by having a 2k that you get out that can stand something in end phase, like the Rouge. Then we also have a beige which you can play down with Kid to cycle a card, which is really welcome for the deck, like a good 2-cost blocker, because I think they used to play Killer, and this card is just straight up better than Killer because it resolves directly and you don't need to invest a don on it. This list does not play Kid Killers, which surprises me. This is a good card, and then we have like the standard green top end here. Take a look at the other Bonnie here. This looks, yeah, kind of the same. Wait, did the last one play the smokers? Oh, we did not play any smokers in this one, but this one actually plays 1 smoker. Playing, yeah, the same top end except we play 1 Rosie. This one has 2 Kid Killers, 2 beige. 4 of the Hawkins. Hawkins might be the best card from the starters actually for Bonnie. It's kind of funny, except beige, I guess. If you look at the last one, oh, we play Izzo. Oh, that's spicy. Yeah, the carrots. Oh, we play 3 Law Beppo, 3 Shanks, 3 Kids. We're not playing Zoros in this one. We're playing Hody. 2, 4 of the Kid Killer. I like that. 2 beige. Yeah, this list also looks kind of standard. And then we have a top 8 Teach here. So if you look at this list, we are playing 4 of the Doku, Van Vasco. For the new cards, we're playing 2 of the new SR, so you only need to buy 1 starter deck if you want to play this list. 4 Big Teach, 4 Era, 1 Kick, 2 Black Hole, 3 Pistol, and 4 Full Elite. Yeah, this list looks good. And then we can take a look at the top 16 Yamato here. So we play 4 Yamato, 4 Yori. Yeah, this looks also kind of standard to what a lot of Yamatos I've seen play. Like, just play this aggressive burn deck. Just like try to rail through your opponent. And I also think this person went 9-0 in Swiss, which is really good, or even 10-0 maybe. So yeah, that's great, and that shows that Yamato in the right hand is actually a really good deck. We play also like 2 of the burners, of course. Then we can take a look at GCM on the Whitebeard goat. I heard. I think this is kind of similar to what he played last time. Maybe there's some changes here. I can't figure out what, if there were any. I think there were only like 3 mulligans last time. Now we decided to play 4 because it's probably like the best clearing event in the format, and yeah, just a broken card. And then we can also take a look at the PY list, getting the boosts in the Zeus's. So yeah, this also looks kind of standard. We're actually playing 2 Viola, which is great. If we flip it down with leader, we can flip them down again, so we can take the life to hand instead of having to bot deck them. We play the Zeus's, broken card for this deck too. We play the Sanji, times 3, only 3 of the Sabo, 1 of these. Yeah, looks kind of standard, except we added Zeus, Sanji, and the Violas. So yeah, I like this list. Congratulations for doing it with a spicy deck. Then yeah, we can take a look at the other teachers here. I tried this deck on stream, I think it was. Yeah, playing we played 3-2 split, 1 Devon, only 2 Doku, 4 Black Hole, 4 kicks, no pistols. I might actually try the list that went all the way too, but yeah, looks good. And then we have like a ton of Bellos here. I guess we can take a fast look. Yeah, it looks like kind of similar. I think Bello is kind of sold. And we also have a Law. This one was also spicy. Plays no 7 cost, and I saw the deck profile and heard the reasoning, and I could see that. I had to play this deck a lot more and try it out before I give a real conclusion on it. But I know it was focused on Cavendish rather than like the overall, because we played the Tashigis and beiges to be able to protect it, and I can agree with that. Like if Cavendish gets to stay, we get to use essentially 2 Don a turn extra with reason why we get used 4 on a turn extra, which is really good. So yeah, I think that was all for the decks. So now we're going to hop into the favorite segment, of course, and it's the, oh wait, it's dark in my room, but you have to live with that. The OP bounty spread. So if we look at UP up here, we have 47% into purple black, 53 into GP, 44 into buggy, 59 into teach, and then we have bad matchup into Law, Luffy, Betty, Yamato, Smoker, and we beat Bonnie, Shanks, and Zoro. So I mean, looking at this matchup spread, and then we can see the conversion rates of the deck, being the by far most played deck in the event and only converting 5 spots out of the 215 players, it's not that surprising, because I would say the deck is overrated. It's probably the strongest, but it's kind of easy to beat up, and as we see, it has really bad conversion rates. So it's definitely good, but it's not tier 0 as it was in the East, I would say. And then we have the black purple Luffy here, having a good matchup into the UP, Buggy, Law, and Yamato, and losing to everything else. I think this is a deck that started out really well, but then have done a Swedish, we call it Magplask, like stomach splash in the water, I guess, and like only having 2 tops in this event. So I think this deck like rose up and then crashed down because it's still lacking a little bit of power, even though it's really nice. It's a little bit clunky, and I think the other 2 Luffy decks are just better, in my opinion. And then we have GP here, having good matchup into purple black, Buggy, Teach, and purple, Yamato, and Shanks, and losing to UP, Law, Bello, Bonnie, Smoker, and Zoro. So I think this format you have to like pick your deck depending on what. Wait, I just have to. The light, it looks so weird. I'm looking at it now. Like you have to pick your deck accordingly to what you expect in this format and in the tournament. And then we have Buggy here having a good matchup into UP, Teach, Bello, Yamato, Shanks, and Zoro. I mean, we can count out these decks, I think. So having like a little weird spread. I think you definitely want to dodge GP, Law, and Luffy if you're going into a tournament, and even Bonnie, and want to queue into the UPs, the Teachers, the Bellos, and the Yamatos. And then we have Teach having a bad matchup into UP, GP, Buggy, Luffy, Yamato, Smoker, and Zoro. I think these stats are a little bit fake now when I've been testing the deck, and if we look at results, I think Teach is a deck where you have to play a lot into the format, and it's a scaling deck, so I think a lot of these stats might be a little bit fake, so it should have better, but there's a good matchup into purple black, into Law, Bello, and Bonnie. So if these 2 decks are trending up as we're seeing right now, I think Teach gets like much better matchup, like a matchup spread, and also if you are able to solve the Luffy's and the Buggy, then I think Teach is in a really good spot. So it's actually been trending up a little bit. Then we have Law, the GOAT in my opinion, having a good matchup into UP, GP, Buggy, and Luffy, losing to purple black, the Teach, and yeah, the Bello, the Bonnies, and the Yamato. So I think these stats are also a little bit fake, because the deck is also a little bit difficult to play, I'd say. I think it should have better matchup stats into some of these decks, but I know the sample size is not the biggest either into some of these more fringe matchups. But I think Law is the deck that I'm considering bringing it to Amsterdam now. I was going to, not to Amsterdam, to Toulouse. I was going to bring it, but now when I tested Teach a little bit more, and it feels a lot better than I expected, or like the testing has went a lot better than before. I'm actually like considering between the 2 decks, so I just have to feel the room, and like, do I expect Bonnie and Bello and UP and a little bit less of GP, and will GP list adjust? So I will consider between those 2 decks. And then we have Luffy having a good matchup into UP, purple black, into Buggy, Teach, and yeah, losing to all the gooners back here. I think Luffy is an alright deck. I think maybe people don't want to pick it because it's kind of one-dimensional, and like kind of boring to play in my opinion, and probably should be played a lot more than some other decks in this format, because it is really good. And then we have like the big winner right now, Bello Betty, like won 3 regionals, like in 2 weekends, like smashed through it, having a good win rate into all the Luffy decks, beating Law, beating Puyab, and beating Smoker, only losing to Buggy, Teach, Bonnie, Yamato, Zoro, and Shanks. So I think Bello might be the best deck in the format right now, not just because it's Bello. The deck is obviously really strong, and if you open good, like I think no deck can beat you, but you also are in the spot where you beat all the most played decks. So if you bring it, you're going to have a good matchup in overall into most things. If not, people are going to jump into Teach, to Buggy, to these decks, but I expect this format to be so heavy on Luffy, so I think Bello always will be a good thing to go into a tournament. If people don't start to like expect it now and just swap everything out, I think Bello is probably like one of the best picks to take to a tournament now, because it just abuses these Luffy leaders so hard. And personally, I don't like the deck because I feel like it's also a little bit one-dimensional, stompy, like, I don't know. And then we have Bonnie, which also looks insane in this spread. We have a bad matchup into UP and Teach, which is a little bit rough, at least UP, but like, it kind of beat everything else in the format, so it's not surprising that Bonnie did good either, now when the list is more set and everything. And as I said, the previous one, like the format will evolve, and we see that with like Bello, Bonnie going up, the Luffy leaders dropping a little bit, etc. And then we have Yamato having like a good matchup into UP, Teach, Law, Betty, and Smoker, losing to the other 2 Luffys, Buggy, and yeah. And then we have Smoker having like an insane matchup spread here, as we can see, like good win rate into UP, PB, GP, Buggy, Teach, GY, and Luffy, losing to Bello Betty, winning against Bonnie, losing to Yamato. So we lose to all these more aggressive decks, and we like beat everything else statistically. So I think also Smoker is in a really good spot in this meta, and I'm surprised it's not played more. Maybe the sample size is not as big as the other decks, but I still feel like the people I talked to say that the deck is really good, and it's not surprising because it's a kid deck that also plays the tools to get rid of the Luffys going into the board. And then we have Shanks and so I don't think I have to touch on it. So in conclusion, overall, like the biggest winners for this week, I would say, are Bello Betty and Bonnie, trending upwards a lot. The losers, I said UP is like not doing as people expected it to do. I think Purple Black is the biggest fall this week, because it started off really good and now like doesn't look that good anymore, because it's like a worse version of GP, I'd say, and also Blue Purple. But as I said, the format is evolving. There's still room for this list to change some and find new ways to play, because the 6-cost Luffy is obviously a broken card, both of them, and you can utilize both. So I think this deck still is good, but probably not tier 1, maybe tier 2 at best. And Teach also trending a little bit upwards, getting 3, I think, 1 top 8, 2 top 16, out of not that many played. It converted this and Bond. I think Teach converted the best actually in Vegas, so Teach might be on the upwards trend. And yeah, of course, Bello Betty being probably in the best spot in this format just now, just because it has a good matchup into a lot of decks played. I think if the format shifts a little bit, I think Bello Betty is going to lose out a lot. So I'd say it's mostly like a format dependent deck. So yeah, this is it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.